Welcome, my name is Chef Mike. I'm an instructor here at Liaison College, and today I'm going to show you how to make a quick base for a French vanilla ice cream. We have a vanilla bean here, and if you've never worked with the vanilla bean, it's not that difficult. You want to take a little paring knife and split it right lengthwise down the center, open it up. And what you're looking for is inside. If you flatten this thing out and then take your knife and run it just along the length of the bean, you're going to get this little black paste. And those are the vanilla pod seeds. That's what's going to give you all your flavor. Some chefs agree and disagree about using the pod as well. It's great to flavor your sugar. Some chefs will argue that there's a bit of tannin in there that will create some bitterness and off flavor in your vanilla ice cream, or whatever you're going to use vanilla beans in. So we want to just add what I've got on the stove top here is some 18% cream. If you want to cut down on the fat in this recipe, you could easily just substitute a whole milk or even a 2% milk if you want it a little bit less rich. But the whole point in indulging with the ice cream is obviously to treat yourself. So I say the more fat the better, in my opinion. Egg yolks, standard ratio. Essentially what we're doing here is making what's called crème anglaise, or an English cream sauce. Is about 10 to 12 yolks, depending on how thick you want this, to about a liter or so of cream, or 18% cream. We have about 150 grams here of sugar, approximately. If you want it sweeter, you can always add a bit more. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add half of this sugar into my cream here on the stove, and what that's going to help to do is just going to settle at the bottom, prevent it from scorching. And then I'm going to add the other half right into the egg yolks, like such. Got a whisk here, and what we want to do is just gently cream together the sugar and the yolks. Help to dissolve a little bit of the sugar. Not too much, just kind of mix it together. So the reason I have this on here is so that this takes less time, and what we're doing is scalding it. Essentially what that means is just to bring it up to a point where you see a few bubbles starting on the edge and you see a bit of steam coming off. The next step is really important to remember. You want to temper this, meaning you want to add this very slowly to your egg yolks. If you add it too fast, you're going to end up with scrambled eggs. So by tempering, we're going to add a little bit of the hot cream at a time into the egg and sugar mixture. Another thing to take note of is you don't want to add sugar to your egg yolks too soon or too far in advance, because the sugar will start to actually cook or coagulate the protein in the egg yolks, and you will end up with little chunks of cooked egg in your custard. Essentially that's what this is. It's a custard that is cooked over the stove top. So just slowly, slowly, slowly. Once you got it pretty much incorporated, you're safer to pour it in a little bit faster. So this is the base of our ice cream, but it's not quite done yet. I'm going to get my trusty assistant Jeff to come on, and we're going to add a little bit of vanilla extract as well, just to boost up that nice vanilla flavor. We want to take this mixture and cook it over a bain-marie, or water bath, just at a gentle simmer. Constantly stirring. This is not something you really want to walk away from. It's going to reach a point temperature of approximately 84 to 86 degrees Celsius. And at that point, it will be thick enough to coat the back of this spoon. And if you draw your finger through it, it will hold a nice solid line. So I'm just going to get Jeff to keep stirring that. When you're done, allow it to cool, put it in an ice bath in a bowl with some ice water, and just keep stirring it, allow it to cool down. And essentially what you're going to have is this nice, rich, thick-ish sauce that will cling on to a spoon. And like I said, if I draw my finger through there, that should hold that line nice and clean for a little bit. The nice thing with this is you can also use this as a garnish for your desserts. It makes a beautiful sauce on the plate. Once it is cool, you can then add this to your ice cream machine and let it churn, and it should take about 15 to 20 minutes depending on how solid your ice cream maker is frozen. And then you can enjoy. Serve it with some fresh berries or chocolate sauce or anything you like. And that's it.